Shalom Akim, verse all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Hakwadash, the Marcus Muslim say elect. And right now Akim basically want to let us into, bro. It's about of hell, man. Breaking down what is hell, why does hell exist, and all this. Being the truth for a while, you're gonna know that hell doesn't exist, right? And you understand. When you die, you don't go to the underworld and all this other stuff, bro. It doesn't exist, bro. But I want to go to a reason of why the concept exists too. It's over here, so. One second. There we go. So I want to keep going back and forth back. Is that better? That concept a bit better. Oh, why the hell exists, bro? Alright, why isn't the idea of this fiery underworld exists underneath the earth? Or whatever iteration that people believe in, right? So if this is real simple Google definition, right? Of the word hell. So I'm gonna get a simple A overview of it. Of hell hell is a concept in many religions and mythologies, generally to referring to a place of state of punishment for the wicked after death, often described as a place of torment or misery. It's also used metaphorically to describe a place or a state of extreme suffering disorder. For example, some Christian traditions describing hell as eternal, conscious punishment, while other cultural descriptions, like Dante's Inferno, outline different levels of hell punishment based on various sins. And most people, when they think of hell, they do think that Dante's Inferno's books was Inferno, Paradiso. In fact, what are those books called? In fact, check mine real quick. Yeah, Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. Basically, it's hell, purgatory, and paradise. It's based off a book. It's based off a man's writing. I'm gonna say of Dante Alighieri. It's based on his interpretation, his own story of hell, right? And that's honestly where most people get the idea of hell too. Because most people think they read it and like, oh my god, this is what Light Squad has to be like, right? And I looked it up, right? I looked up these books, bro. I got a little, like honestly, it's a little bit sometimes a little complicated sometimes, but like I looked up an overview of what it is, and it's cool. Like it's a cool journey, right? But you must understand that these are just fables, right? These are mostly just fables to push on, especially from Catholics, bro, to push the idea of hell. And the reason why that Catholics really push the idea of a hell, and I can't find it again. There is a wiki article describing of this exact practice, but I can't find it again. Most willingly it comes to me again one day, bro. Basically, the reason why that hell exists today is to bring money to the church. That's the reason why basically the interpretation of hell, the interpretation of this eternal place that you're gonna burn forever and ever and ever exists. Is to sell tickets to heaven to get more money to the church. Basically, in this base form, it's about money. So let's keep going on this overview real quick. After scriptures. After I get to scriptures. To Christianity, many interpretations describe hell as an eternal, conscious torment for the righteous, often procured by fire and separation from God. In Islam, the Quran teaches that hell is a place of fire for judgment, those who disbelieve or unjust, where they will burn forever. In the Greeks and Romans, hell is a place of the remaining of the underworld, not really punishment, but it's just a place where the river Styx. And hell, Norse hell, where it's a shadowy, ghostly realm where it's cold as shit all the time. And that's just one L. But basically, most of the hell described it is basically of torment and punishment for the rest of eternity until the end of time. Which it isn't true. Right? I'm like, honestly, the original only thing to describe this, to break it down, is really Job. In fact, let me make this real quick. Yeah. You honestly really need to describe this as a place in Job, bro. When Job was going through hell, which is that torque, because that hell, what that hell really is, bro. When it's describes about hell, is a place of extreme anguish or distress, bro. Not actual being in the case like a fire, constantly burning and burning forever and ever. All like fire, that's what I think here in America, man. You know, this place is gonna burn continually forever, bro. So this is Job 3 and verse 12. And it reads, in fact, I must start. Like I got published. I'm gonna start verse 11. And it reads, why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when they came out the belly? It's like, yeah, damn. Why did need prevent me? Or why did the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet, I shall have slept, then I have been at rest. So Job is in so much anguish and torment, he rather, man, I wish I was rather dead, bro. He wished he was rather dead in this whole thing. And if he was dead, he would have seen Job describing how he would have been if he was dead. The counselors and with kings and counselors like him of the earth would build this place for themselves, or princes that had gold, or who have filled their house with silver. Whereas the hidden untimely birth, I have not been as infants who never saw light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there will be a rest. And that's key point. I'm gonna get back to in a second, but I'm gonna keep reading on real clear. There the prisoner rests together. They hear not their voice or the oppressor. Small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Wherefore light is given to him as misery, and life unto the bitter in soul. It basically says, man, life is fucking bullshit. It basically saying, man, life's bull. Life is hell. Life is hell. So wherever light is given to that is misery. That because this place truly, I know it sucks, right? Sickness is this, plagues is this, man. More unrighteous things exist on this side. Every single person in this life, bro, has something bad happen to them that they don't like, right? It's only like, you know, what it is, bro. It's only natural, right? Because this is hell. Wickedness constantly exists always, bro. And it creates unbalance and injustices. But if Job had been dead, right? If Job had been dead, this is Job 3 verse 17, and reads, there the wicked cease from troubling, and the worry be at rest. So the wicked would cease from troubling, bro. It would stop doing wicked shit. It would have been laid rest, been quiet and still, not doing any more fucking not any more bull. So like, I know it's everything excuse, but I try to swear a bit less, man. You know, it ain't always polite. But that's where it is, bro. The wicked will be at rest. The wicked would cease from troubling and be at rest. And that where Job would have been if he would die straight from the womb and not have to suffer what's going to happen. Well, we've read between Job chapter 1 to verse 3, yes, man. He would have been at rest. You know, it's as simple as that. This is Ecclesiastes 12 verse 7, and it reads, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return to how who gave it. your spirit will return back to the Lord. It doesn't go to hell. It doesn't go all this other bullshit, bro, or the heavens, right? Because honestly, true thing, bro, is it's a reincarnation, right? And that's probably the next thing I'm gonna make about this, bro. Afterwards, but understand, it's not where you go to die, man. People think, oh, if you die, you don't accept Jesus Christ as Lord, personal Savior, then you go to hell, right? And I want to say that is the most unfair and unjust thing. That if that God does exist, right? If the Christian God does exist, for all you gotta say is I accept Jesus Christ, Lord, personal Savior, and you go to heaven. That's all you gotta do. Go to heaven. That's the most unfair, unjust God that will ever exist, bro. Why? Just think about it, man. The millions and millions of Americans, the millions of Chinese, right? The millions, the billions of people that existed before they can even hear the word Christianity, right? Are now eternally in hell just because they did not hear about the word of Jesus Christ, bro. That's bull. That truly is bull. That's an unfair and unjust God if I ever hear one, bro. Yeah, they say, oh, the Chinese, right? Yeah, they're heathens, right? The Lord doesn't really care about us. That's why they'll do what they want to do, bro. But it's a punishment that, they're not even part of Israel, bro. That's like, the fuck, bro. That's unjust. And an unbalanced weight, an unjust weight or balance with the Most High is an abomination to him. That would be an abomination to the Lord to send all people straight to hell for no fucking reason, bro. To understand, it ain't like that, man. That after you die, all this, bro, you go straight to hell. Nah, bro. When you die, man, your spirit goes back to the spirit realm, bro. And our Samuel was verse 2, man. I want to close out real quick. That's what was, bro. I understand that. That's what it does, bro. You don't go to hell. You go, all spirits go straight back to the Most High, the spiritual realm. That's what it is, bro. But that's not real quick. Okay, I'm gonna do one more time real quick and I'm gonna close it out. So Ecclesiastes 1 verse 7 says, natural dust return to the earth as it was, and spirit shall return to Yahweh who gave it. Clear and simple, bro. Thank all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, and so on.